Welcome back, everybody, to Zelda Bomb Squad. I am your host, Crazy Juan, and this is the newest edition of Crazy Juan's Crazy Rants. Now, if this is your first rant that you're watching, allow me to tell you what to expect and what you need to know in order to get the full enjoyment out of this. I'm going to have a rant ready to go with many different bullet points that I have to address throughout the rant itself. I'm going to do it calmly and then not so calmly. I'm going to do it calmly at first because I want to lure everybody into a false sense of maybe these aren't really that bad. Maybe he's just being an asshole. Once that's over, however, and I unleash the beast within me, I'll devour these pieces of proof and I will expose not only them, but the source from which they came, that they are actually very, very stupid. So everybody, that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy while I expose the wrong and show everyone how dumb they truly are. Welcome back, everybody, to Zelda Bomb Squad. This is the newest segment of Crazy Juan's Crazy Rants. Now, I had to do a lot of thinking on this one, because, as everyone knows, passionate about wrestling. The last 2 weeks, it's exactly what I've done. And some people have been saying some of it made sense, some of it didn't. So this time it's like, I seem to have a better argument when I'm absolutely enthralled by something and then I have to rant about it. So this time it's going to be about movies. More importantly, not just any movies, but sequels to movies that have no business having sequels. Oh man, this has been a long time coming because, believe me, I have argued until I was blue in the face to numerous people about how much I hate sequels that to movies who have no business having a sequel. There we go. So, as I normally do, I'm going to go over everything nice and calm. And then the beast comes out. So this time I'm just going to very quickly name off, and originally I was only going to do 10, but I'm like, so much more I can do with that. And I thought, okay, well, 15. We'll be going 20. So I got 20 movies here that I'm about to just fucking explode with. All right. But like I said, first off, I'm just gonna say, as soon as I say the name of the title, it's just whether I thought it was good or I thought it was bad. If you want to dispute me on that, dispute me as much as you want. That's totally fine, because that's what I want. So, 20 movies. Here we go. And, oh, by the way, some of these I have to save until last, because some of them are not movies that have sequels. It's rumored that there was going to be a sequel, but is no longer, or what's rumored to be having a sequel in the works. So what is a sequel? First off, a sequel is nothing but Hollywood saying, hey, this idea worked over here. So if it worked once, then surely we can make it work twice. And how are we going to make it work twice? Well, by doing everything we did in the first one, except more of it. It's like, well, quantity is not always the most important aspect of life and shit. It's just not. It's quality, not quantity. You can have 6 dicks, and but if you can't do anything with them, what's the point of having them? So oh god, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna go bad. I can already see it right now. So let's stop wasting time, shall we? Here are the 20 movies that I think should not have had sequels, but did. Okay? So, movie numero uno. The Hangover. I thought that movie was phenomenal. Nobody has ever done anything like that in the past. I thought it was great. It was perfect. No sequel needed. So I thought it was good. 2. The Blair Witch Project. The original first one. Not the piece of shit that they're doing now or recently did. The original Blair Witch Project. The people that went into the fucking woods and people were like, is this shit real? Should we actually be out there looking for him? Like, what? That one. See, here's the situation with those types of movies. If you have 10 people in a room, you're going to have 5 of them say, holy shit, that movie was epic. And you're going to have the other 5 people in the room being like, what the fuck were you watching? Because that was dumb as shit. So this is one of those where I'm just going to say it. I didn't see the hype. I really didn't. There was no point. to make a sequel out of it. And for those that want to go ahead and say right now, there's no sequel to the Blair Witch Project, yes, there is. It's called Book of Shadows. You don't want to take my word for it. Go on Google and look it up. I'll give you time. Told you so. So, moving on from that, we have movie number 3, Paranormal Activity. Again, this is going to be one of those half and half. Personally, I liked the first one. And I thought to myself, surely there cannot be a sequel for this. You guys did good. Good for you. Now, next one. Horrible Bosses. I thought that movie was funny as shit. It was unique. It was different. I liked it. They should not have made a sequel. Let's see. This next one is another one of those half and halves. The gray areas. Excuse me. And that is Saw. Now, even before I start ranting, I have to say that I don't know if they had the same writers throughout all of the movies that they've made or what. But I just need to go out there and say this right now. The writing team that came up with the ideas of everything in Saw are fucking artists. Because those movies, throughout any of them, whether you like them or not, you have to applaud them, because throughout the entire movie, they're like, hey, you see this? It's literally right in front of you. You seeing this shit? This is basically me saying it's not that person over here. This little piece of evidence that I'm shoving in your face right now is clearly showing that I'm the bad guy here. I'm the bad. Here's the proof. The proof, the bad, the bad, the proof, the proof, the bad. That guy is totally innocent because of this right here. And guess what happens? Nobody's paying attention to it, so they don't catch it until the very end when it's all doing the flashbacky shit. It's like, oh, hey guys, remember when I was pointing at that thing telling you it was me the whole time? Don't you feel stupid for not listening to me? Yeah, it was me. Haha, you look dumb. So, that's where that's at. I think Saw is absolutely epic. And, going on. So, okay, that one's a rumor, that one's a rumor. Ah! A movie derived from one of my favorite video games of all time, Resident Evil. Love the games. Love them. Love them. That's the first time I ever got to experience what it was like to have a good guy turn into a bad guy. It was epic. It was mind-blowing. Changed my life forever. The movies? No. No. See, this is one of those movies that not only deserves to not have a sequel, this was one of those movies that never should have been made. Which is why video game movies don't ever turn out to be that good, that successful. Because believe me, you're going to see a few more on this list right now. Which is obviously making me very, 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 very hopeful and praying that they never make a Metal Gear Solid movie. Because if they do, oh god, it's going to fucking blow. So, I'll get to that later. But yeah, Resident Evil movie, it sucked. There shouldn't have been a second one. Shouldn't even have been a first one. Moving on. Another video game turned into a movie. Mortal Kombat. Did not love it growing up. I liked it. It was different. There was blood. That's it. That's the only thing good it brought to the table is there's blood and big controversy and shit. Oh man, square pixelated blood spots. Can't have it for our kids. Nope. That movie sucked ass. The only thing that was good about Mortal Kombat was Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That's it. Yeah, they turned Goro into a walking whatever the fuck that was. And it just goes from there. So, Mortal Kombat sucked. It shouldn't have had a sequel. It shouldn't have been made at all. It's one of those movies. So, moving on. Now, movie number 10. Home Alone. Now, I was a youngin' myself when that movie came out, and I thought it was very good. Now, many years down the road, I'm older, not going to say my age, because, well, it's already on YouTube out there somewhere, and, well, I don't want to, because then it's going to get a handful of people that are looking at me like, wow, this man is blankety-blank years old, and he's doing this for what reason? Wow, what a sad, pathetic dickhead. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to say, right now, I don't know how old I am. Everybody else, do your homework. You can probably figure it out. But Home Alone was good, okay? The original was good. Had no business having a sequel. So that's that. Number 11, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. Now, this movie was good, and it came at the perfect time because it wasn't too long after that point that Adam Sandler would hit the peak of his entertaining movies. And shortly after, it would just slide right down the shit side of the mountain with no fucking airbags going at all. Which means it's not going to end well when it hits the ground. And let me tell you, it hasn't. And if you don't want to take my word for it, how many movies of his are on Netflix only now? Good luck arguing. Good luck arguing. But no, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo was good. Shouldn't have had a sequel. I liked it. There we go. Next one, Bruce Almighty. This was a very, 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 very good movie. A sequel was not needed because, well, you take Jim Carrey and you have Morgan Freeman playing God. I'm going to say that one more time so everybody can let that sink in. Morgan Freeman was God. Enough said. There's nothing that needs to be said around that anyway. So no, that's it. It was good. Could have been better, but Morgan Freeman was God. So there's no reason to have a sequel. So whatever. So wait a minute. Oh my God. I just thought of another one. Oh, okay, wow. Yes. Hang on. 1 second, everybody. I just thought of a gem for all of you. 1 second. Done. Ooh. Ooh, damn, that's a really good one. I literally just thought of 2 more on the spot, guys. You're in luck. This is gonna be a good time for me. So, okay, one of those is obviously another rumor, but this one's not, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there right now. Weekend at Bernie's, older movie. I thought it was great. It was good. It was very, very good. Did not need to be a sequel because the sequel made no sense whatsoever. But, yes, there's that one. I'll get into it. So, where did I leave off? Another movie that the younger crowd probably won't know about, Gremlins. You know, the Mogwai, little fucking living, breathing Furbies. They don't get water on them or they'll multiply. Don't let them eat after midnight because they'll turn into fucking reptiles. Why? But no, it was very good. It was adorable in a way. I loved it. Loved it as a kid. And did not need a sequel at all. So I thought it was great. Didn't need it. Now this next one is going to be another older movie that people might not know about called Best of the Best. I thought at first the movie was like, okay, it's another fighting movie, whoopee. But hear me out on this. As the movie's going on, you're like, oh, okay, it's turning into one of those preachy movies where it's like, oh, the world's against me, woe is me, I'm not strong enough. And then all of a sudden has this magnificent ending where it was like, wow, what the hell did I just watch? What I thought was dead was merely taking a nap. That's what that was. That's a damn good way to put that, actually. Alright, the next one on the list is Van Wilder. You really can't go wrong with National Lampoon movies. It's really fucking hard to pull that one off, so. Yep, things are getting heated up. My throat's starting to dry out. Movie was great. Well, except for the fact that I tear reading it, but, you know. Not every carton can have, eggs that aren't completely cracked and ruined. So, obviously, she was the cracked egg that ruined the carton. So, everything else was fine. You could make beautiful omelets with the rest of the eggs. She was just... Let's put her somewhere else. There you go. Yeah. So, next. Okay. American Pie. That was a good movie. It was different. It was good. I'm not knocking on it. Because, well, it was actually very, very good. It was. And that did not deserve a sequel. Which is funny because they have like 5 or 6 of them. I'll explain why. So, where are we at now? That's a rumored one. That's a rumored one. That's a rumored one. And that's a rumored one. So, actually, I have quite possibly the best example of an epically amazing movie that should not, under any circumstance, has any idea of even thinking about having a sequel. And there are going to be people that are going to agree with... There's a ton of people who agree with me on this one. And I challenge any one of you out there, yes, you, not him, not her, but you. I challenge you to look me in the eyes. You find me on the street somewhere, you find me at work. It's not that hard to pick me out of a crowd. I have highlights. The Crow. Okay? If you can look me in the eyes and legitimately make an argument of how The Crow sucks, then sir, you will have sir and or madam, you will have a very entertaining night, because I will argue that movie until I am blue in the face. That movie, it was epic. Fucking perfect. Absolutely legendary. I don't know a single person that has anything bad to say about that movie. It was fucking legendary by itself. I mean, the fact that Bruce Lee's kid was in it, Brandon Lee, who unfortunately did not get to see the movie after it was, finished, because he died to an accident on set, so he didn't get to see it. So the movie was just that fucking good, and it was that amazing. You cannot argue with me on this one, because I will not stop until you are tapping out and I'm verbally kicking the shit out of you. It's not going to happen, so don't waste your time, because I can be winded, as we're all about to find out right now. So I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my 6 movies that are rumored to have had a sequel in the works, or there are rumored to have sequel in the works right now. I'm saving those until the very end of it. So, one very quick recap. We have The Hangover, The Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity, Horrible Bosses, Saw, almost ruined it, Nope, Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat, Home Alone, Deuce Bigalow Male Gigolo, Bruce Almighty, Gremlins, Best of the Best, Van Wilder, American Pie, another one for last, The Crow, Rumor, Weekend at Bernie's. So, there we have it. Now, we all know what happens next. So, wouldn't mind. Let me get that out of the way. Give me a second. That was nice. Well, with me on this one, babe. Will you stop making horrible fucking movies to sequels that don't fucking deserve them? God damn it, why must you do this shit? It's dumb. Let a sleeping dog lie. If it ain't broken, don't even try to fucking fix it, because it's not gonna fucking work. You don't want to take my word for it? Fine, we'll take my word for it. So here we go. First example, The Hangover. That movie was so fucking epic. You want to know why? Because there's been dozens and dozens and dozens of movies where, okay, here are the main characters. Here's the plot. They're partying all night. Shit goes wrong. What the fuck? So you're literally with them the whole night going like, okay, ooh, wow, this is really fucking good. Holy shit. And you're with them the whole time. Now, this one, not so much. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, hey, cheers to us, mates. Have a good night. Why they were British or Australian, I don't fucking know. But the fact of the matter is, then once they have their shots, they all look to the Las Vegas sky, and all of a sudden, time fast forwards the fuck out of everything, and goes right back to it, right back to their party in the morning, where shit has absolutely been demolished. There's missing teeth, there's missing pants, a tiger in the bathroom, animal, livestock in the fucking suite in Las Vegas. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck? This has never been done like that before, and it was fucking gold. So guess what? Everyone's like, wow, dude, The Hangover worked out very well. It did. We should make a sequel to The Hangover, and it'll be really fucking funny. Except, guess what? No, it wasn't. The fucking sequel sucked ass. You want to know why? Because like I said before, I started going all out in beast mode. If a sequel is just designed to do what? Recreate the first one plus one. That's all it is. So, yeah, okay, well, guess what? We're going to have the same fucking premise. So, we're going to take this that we already did. We're going to bring it over here. Oh, well, we can't do anything to him because he pulled out one of his... How are we going to do this? How are we going to make it different? So, because we took this one right over here, the one that pulled out his tooth, what can we possibly do to him? What's worse than getting what's worse than pulling out your own teeth? Oh, we're gonna give him the Mike Tyson face tattoo. Good. So then we're gonna take the very not so important character in the first one, you know, the one that jumps out of the trunk and has absolutely like this big of a dick. Good for you, bro. Confidence, and you got it. They make him one of the main characters in the movie, which makes no fucking sense. Oh, and by the way, it's not in Las Vegas, it's in Thailand. Why? I don't know. But it was just, you guys, it's one of those movies where it's like, it doesn't need a sequel. This was fucking perfect the way it was. You should have let Sleeping Dogs lie, but no, you didn't. You got greedy, you got lazy, and you're like, nope, that's not what happened. No, we're going to take this worked, and we're going to do this. We're going to make it better. We're going to do this. We're going to move this. We're going to put that on that. We're going to bring this person in. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we're going to do it in all these different exotic locations. And guess what? It's going to be fun. Except it won't, because it fucking sucked. Now, I'm not going to say anything bad about The Hangover 3 because I've never fucking seen it. Nor do I have any plans to go fucking see it at all. Why? Because obviously I love The Hangover, and the sequel, Hangover 2, is pretty much just a slap in the face to everybody out there who absolutely enjoys good classic movies. So thank you very much, creators of Hangover. You fucked us all in the end. Good for you. You ruined a damn good one. Now, the Blair Witch Project. Now, of course, if anybody said, if you didn't go back and look when I gave you opportunities to go do so not that long ago, there is a sequel to the Blair Witch Project. Yes, the fuck there is. It's called the Blair Witch 2, The Book of Shadows. And here's the kicker. You know this one was going to fail. How do you know that? Because the first one was like that big documentary thing, which seems to be all the fucking craze these days, which guess what? They aren't that good. They fucking suck. Not everything is based on true facts and shit going wrong. No, it's dumb. They don't need to be fucking doing that. It's stupid as shit. It was good at first. It was different at first. Knock it off. You're ruining it. So what is this? And the second one wasn't a documentary type follow me camera first person shit. No, the second one was dumb as fuck. It was, and I can't even tell you what the hell happened in it because I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm sorry. I hardly was able to sit through the entire Blair Witch Project by itself. I mean, I don't know how old I was when that movie came out, but I was damn sure wasn't fucking scared, and I couldn't figure out why everyone else was freaking the hell out. Oh yeah, the sequel, Book of Shadows, fucking blew chunks. I struggled through half of it, and I literally just, I'm done. I tap out. I quit. Interesting idea. You guys made a shitload of money off something that didn't cost a whole hell of a lot, and all of a sudden it's like, well, hey! Maybe if we put more into the movie, we'll get more coming out of it. Did it happen? No, it didn't. Go away. So there's that one. And I'm going to do it again. The same thing with Paranormal Activity. I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I am a very simple-minded person. If we haven't been able to figure that one out, you're really not paying attention to who's yelling at my phone right now. This dick. So, do I fucking believe more movies for what they really are? Yeah, I'm a simple-minded person. I believe me. I know Jason Voorhees isn't really out there and he's stalking to kill me and stick a machete up my ass and turn me into a dead party favor. No, I know that's not gonna happen. I know that Freddy Krueger isn't gonna take his fucking glove and give me a pap smear with it. Even I don't even think that's fucking possible. But do I really think it's gonna happen? No. But Paranormal Activity, they did even better than the Blair Witch Project. And how is that? You take nothing. I think, like, what was, I forgot what it was online, but if you look at their budget it took to make that movie, they spent this much money and got, like, this to here in fucking payoff. Like, wow. I will give you credit. They pulled off a lot of amazing shit. The bitch getting pulled out of the bed by nothing, that was good. The fucking footprints in the powder, that was good. And I was like, wow, so you guys, and here's the kicker, I laugh about this, I do, and I was not gonna be dickish and ruin endings, but, you know, Hollywood ruins shit, so I'm ruining shit too. Sorry, I gotta do it. If you have absolutely any interest in seeing any of the Paranormal Activities, you can change this shit right now because I'm gonna ruin everything. So, the first Paranormal Activity, there was like 3 or 4 different endings, and one of them clearly just shows that it's bullshit because it's not, that would make it impossible for there to be a fucking sequel. Because on one of them, she kills the guy she's living with, her fiance, boyfriend, husband, whatever the fuck. I don't know, I don't care. She kills him, the cops show up with, she's got blood on herself, the knife in her hand, off the camera, all of a sudden, put the knife down, ma'am! Put the knife down, ma'am! And she goes, what's going on? What happening? And they fucking shoot her. What? So, It's awful. It's fucking stupid. But of course, you know that I will give them all the credit in the world. It was fucking creepy. The theatrical version of it, that ending was fucking creepy as shit. I'm not gonna lie to everybody, try and make myself look more manlier than I already am, because we all know deep down inside I'm nothing but a bitch. But having that chick, seriously, what, you know, go up to the camera like that and get into demon face and bite the fucking camera was like, oh, I don't need to see that shit. So yes, I thought the first one was glorious in its own way. Now, why? Because greed. They're like, okay, well, we're gonna do everything. We're gonna do everything. The same thing that we did in this movie, but we're gonna do more. So let's see, how are we gonna do that? Well, let's see. We showed this woman getting dragged off her bed and down the hallway that way, while only having her leg held in the air, and we're just gonna pull. Okay, how can we top that in this movie? Well, we're gonna have her get pulled, and then she's going to somehow get away from whatever's pulling her. She's going to get to the top of the staircase. She's going to get to her baby's room. And all of a sudden, something's going to push her back, close the door, grab her by the leg, and we're going to pull her down the stairs. And when she gets to the stairs, she's going to continue to try fighting it because, of course, she has the capability of doing so. Why? Because it's the sequel, and everybody has hidden powers that they don't have in the first one. So they're literally just fucking hanging on there. And all of a sudden, she gets dragged into the basement, comes out X amount of time later, and is just... And then the main bitch from the first one shows up and kills everybody there and takes the baby. That's bullshit and not possible, because if you've watched the ending where she gets capped by the cops, how the fuck did she come back? So I'm just saying, people, Hollywood, consistency, remember your shit. That's all I'm going to go on. That's all I'm saying about that one, because we got to continue this going. I'm already at 26 minutes. I know it's probably going to be a two-parter, so yes, we got to do it. Now, when you go to Horrible Bosses, I thought the movie was great. It didn't need an ending. Why? Because this was another movie just like The Hangover. It was fucking good. There's been no other movies like this before. Yeah, they've had movies where people hate their fucking bosses because most bosses are assholes. Not you, Rob! So, it's totally fine. It was great. I mean, Kevin Spacey being a dick is gold. You got Jennifer Aniston being a fucking sex-crave freak. Gold. I don't know who the other boss is. I don't fucking remember. So, but it was good. It was great. They didn't need to make a sequel. But I'm going to tell you right now, the sequel that they made was even better than the first one. So this is one of those cases where I said, okay, well, yeah, they got greedy on this, but holy shit, it fucking worked. And it was so much better than the first one. And I wasn't expecting that shit, so bravo. You guys were one of the ones to prove me wrong and say, hey, this movie should not have had a sequel in it, but you gave it one and we made it work. So thank you for that. Good job. Believe me, that's one of like 4 movies on here that actually successfully pulled that off. The rest of them are just shit. So now moving on to Saw. Now, the reason, and I already kind of explained it in the intro, just because every single fucking time it is just, okay, you can't possibly do that again. You cannot trick us in the second one like you tricked us with the first one. But of course, throughout the entire second movie, they're like, and then we're not catching it, and all of a sudden at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, see, told you. And okay, well, they certainly can't do that again. Then they did it a third time. Okay, you guys are seriously going to be running out of ideas anytime now. Then they made a fourth one. And it was like, okay, you guys are still fucking doing it. Good job. Then there's another one. Then there's another one. Then there's another one. And then there's another one. Of course, that one had to be in 3D because that's all this shit now. And you got intestines and shit flying at you. Oh, didn't want to get it by that piece of liver. Whatever. I really don't care. But it's like every time. I mean, hell. Go even watch them if you haven't. It's because, shit, they have something that happens. I want to say the 7th movie was the 3D one. It's either 7 or 8. I don't know. I lost count. But they have shit happen in the last one that has stuff to deal with what happened in the first one. So it's like this big-ass fucking time gap of like 6-7 years, and they are somehow, masterpiecingly being able to take shit from this one from 7 years ago and putting it in this one 7 years later and saying, hey, remember this? Remember that? You didn't pay attention, but remember when it, yeah. Oh my god, you guys are epic. So no, that's another one. Good job. And I'll give you massive applause for that one because, well, and I have to unfortunately break my own rule here because this is also a rumored fucking sequel. I heard that they're trying to make another Saw movie like Saw Legacy. Don't! Please, God, don't make it because I swear to God, it's probably going to suck. It's probably going to take everything good that Saw did and ruin it. Please don't do it. Prove me wrong. Make it good like you have done with every other one of those movies. Try it. Just please, for the love of fuck, don't make me hate it because, well, I'm afraid you guys are going to end up doing that anyway. So I'm going to do Resident Evil really quick because I'm getting to that time in my recording where it's going to cut me off, and then much like that Crazy Chicks rant that I did, it was like, oh, well, I'm going to keep doing this, and then then crazy stuff, and then everything just got fucking cut off. So I'm going to do Resident Evil really quick. Right? Okay, so Resident Evil is a very popular fucking brand because, well, it deserves to be. It's fucking great. It was the milestone of survival horror games. It was great. It was epic. So when everyone was like, hey, a Resident Evil movie, that could be really fucking good. Guess what? It wasn't. It sucked ass. They shouldn't have fucking done it. First off, okay, how the hell do you know it's Resident Evil? Well, is Jill there? No. Is Barry there? No. Is Chris there? No. Is Wesker there? No. Are there zombies here? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Is it in Raccoon City? No. Where's it at? A lab. Okay, well that doesn't get introduced until the end of Resident Evil anyway, so good on you. Let's see here. Oh, there's a T-virus though, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, in the movie, they had, like, laser beams that was a booby trap? Yeah, well, they didn't have that in any of the games, so I was like, ah, okay, what is this shit that you just made us watch? And the soundtrack was fucking awful, and you have the hologram security girl, like, the British piece of shit, I wouldn't touch me if that were you, don't turn me off, I'll keep the bad ones away. And then, of course, you gotta have the thing at the end of the movie that fucking changes into, like they did in all the other Resident Evil games. That much was true. So, the fact is, you shouldn't have fucking done it. Now, the sequel they made to that, I think, was desperation. And I'm going to leave you guys on that one really quick. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna come back to start another video because guess what? I'm really coming to that time. So, everybody, go to the bathroom really quick. Go get a snack. Go get something. Be right